Hey, what's up? It's Frisco Pinball. Here to give you why we love pinball and my top 5 pins. So really quick, why do we love pinball? I honestly think it's a hobby that allows anyone to sort of join. Uh, the pinball crowd is extremely welcoming. Don't worry about what you read on Pinside. Everybody is super friendly. If you go to on location, route, any any tourneys, play any pins on route. Um, if you have a local league, if you have friends that have pins in their home, I think what we all enjoy is the sort of equal footing that everybody starts off at, and the fact that anybody can sort of come into it, learn a lot that everybody else has learned, whether it's rules, technique, different strategies, and just have fun with it. Everybody has those moments when they first step up to a pinball machine and go, whoa, that was cool. The Godzilla building fell, the bridge collapsed. I made the Captain Marvel shot, the sideways roller coaster, and or you hit the Demogorgon straight in the mouth with your ball. It's amazing. Pinball brings all of us together. It's sort of this timeless and classic hobby. It's been around for a long time, and we've all sort of seen it grow into this wonderful medium that any of us can join. And getting that haptic feedback, that kinetic sort of motion in front of you, it's a very unique experience. I think that's why we enjoy it, and I think there's a lot of generations to come that will enjoy it. Now, the next topic, thank you Kineticist for putting this all together, is my top 5 machines. I'm going to go through this sort of quickly, just so you can kind of be aware of what I enjoy, what I've enjoyed throughout my time in the hobby and as a kid. So coming in at number 5 is Diner. I think the call-outs are absolutely hilarious. I love the shots on it. I love the art. I think it's colorful. It's from a different period in history, but I think if you can, not take it serious and just enjoy sort of what it has to offer, there's nothing like hitting a 12 million dime time jackpot. It was one of the first wizard modes I ever hit. And yeah, I really enjoy it. Number 4 for me, Avengers Infinity Quest. It was my first pin that I ever bought, owned on my own. It's right back there. Thanos is my second favorite character in the comic sphere, and what Keith Elwin did with bringing the Infinity Saga to life, and the complex and deep rule set and amazing unique shots is just unparalleled. The Captain Marvel ramp is still my favorite shot in pinball to date. If you can rip that multiple times, go up the Black Widow ramp, hit the Captain Marvel shot, get into binary mode, it's one of the most satisfying experiences in pinball. I love the subway mech. I love everything about it. And it arrives at number 4 on my list. Number 3, Godzilla, another Keith Elwin title. Godzilla, when it came out, the theme did nothing for me. Godzilla is cool. It's just not something that I've been interested in. But man, the Cult of Elwin will tell you, which I'm a proud member of, the amount of flow and just unique, I keep saying unique, but sort of precision shots and combos that you can do, as well as the modes, going through, tier 1 battles to get to tier 2, to come back to tier 1, while also getting to build a carnage bonus in each city if you want, offers a lot of different strategic takes on how to approach playing Godzilla as a pin. I think Carl did a great job of selecting it for Pin Clash, and a lot of us that participated, 30 days of Godzilla intensity, really showed us how deep this pin can be. It's got a really cool topper mode, and I don't think that Keith really missed a lot on this pin. I think if I had one thing to say, it's the scoop is never there when I need the shot to be, but other than that, it's a challenging enough pin to where you can go many different routes and have a very different experience every time. From going to super trains and focusing on that to focusing on your battles. There's nothing like Godzilla, and I think there's a reason why it's number one on Pinside. And finally, number two is a recent pin, super biased about it. I think Brian Eddy and Dwight Sullivan knocked it out of the park. My favorite comic book character of all time, Venom. Venom is a fan layout in the traditional sense, but the code is not traditional at all. Dwight has managed to add such a new spin on progression and role-playing in pinball machines that I could not be happier. Brian Eddy did an amazing job putting in mechs that are unique, and the layout is so punishing. It reminds me of Sword of Rage a lot, but in a good way. It's made me such a better pinball player, and Zombie Eddy just knocked it out of the park with the artwork. But the code is so addicting. There are those pins that give you that one more game feel. It's such a cliche saying. But Venom is it for me. I love trying to get my speed run time lower, deciding, okay, on the grid, am I going flamethrower this round, or am I going to try to fill out something else? Unlockable hosts. So when you beat the game, you have another character to use to try and beat Null with. And get a different achievement. There is just so much to the pin, and it's so deep. And I think when people give it a chance, they're going to realize it's at the same level of Stranger Things and Bond as far as code maturity and just depth. And as a Venom superfan, I couldn't have asked for anything more. I guess I could get a Kiss type lock with the Venom symbiote head, but thank you, Thank you, Dwight, Brian, and the rest of the team. You've given me my dream theme, and I really appreciate it. So it lands on number 2 at my list. And number 1 is Whirlwind. Whirlwind is my all-time favorite pin. There's not a lot that needs to be said about it, except that it's brutal, challenging. The first time I played it, I never expected a fan to start blowing on me, so that was like the first interactive pinball experience I had, and it just blew my mind. I love everything about it. It has a non-traditional wizard mode by collecting all the seller awards. The pin is everything to me. It captures the classic Bally Williams era of pinball, and what is great about pinball to me, I think it brings so much of everything that we like as far as unique shots, as far as unique ways to approach it, and there's nothing I can't ask for more in a pinball machine than Whirlwind. The art is fantastic. The multi-ball is fantastic. You got two. You got quick multi-ball, regular multi-ball, and people invalidating the play fields so they can hit the skill shot through the sweep. It's just everything about it is awesome. The spinning discs, obviously. Yeah, so that's it for me. Those are my top 5: Whirlwind, Venom, Godzilla, AIQ, and Diner. And I'm Frisco Pinball, and thanks for watching. Go Kineticist.